magical wonders. Don't delay, patronize today.
Hello? You what? And what's that there? I see. Cutters, I swear, those damned bandits are getting bolder and bolder. They'll rule the entire county soon. Here. Have this. A little bit of coin. Least I can do. Here's hoping Avar can return here in time.
Greetings, Nord. This one hopes you come without prejudice, but rather with open arms.
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow...
Hello.
It's a dingy squad filled with criminals, rats, and lice. The amount of underhanded deals and crooked business that goes on there, it beggars belief! I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that? Excellent. As it so happens, I'm a mage by trade. I have access to many magical items from my home of Alinor. Take this. It's a very special memory gem. I have one active at all times, and this particular one recorded everything that happened at the tavern that night. Take it, and let the guard captain listen to it. Irrefutable evidence. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action then.
Farewell. Can I help you? This one calls you friend.
Careful there!
Hello.
Ho ho! Fresh meat in Bruma!
Good afternoon.
Can I help you? So. I mean, it's good, and I'm earning a decent living, but I guess I expected more. Here in Bruma, the most Nordic place in all Cyrodiil, I expected my meat to be selling by the bucket load. Nords and their appetite for meat and all. Seems what I didn't consider is that the Nords love meat just as much as they love fighting. They'll go out and strangle a deer to death, which you can probably guess undermines my business somewhat. Still, I'm doing all right, for a butcher. Skingrad didn't have as many lucrative opportunities as I would have liked, so I got thinking, how can I make my fortune? One of my friends, a Nord guy by the name of Nolir, he was insane for meat. Put a steak in front of his face and throw it all the way to Coral. He'd run after it like a rabid dog. He gave me the idea. I thought to myself, if the Nords love meat so much, why not cater directly to that need? Cut out the innkeeper, middleman, and let the Nords come to a dedicated butcher? And so I did exactly that. You're right, there aren't. It doesn't surprise me. The biting chill up here is a far cry from the golden sun of Hammerfell. Far cry from the lukewarm of the rest of Cyrodiil, too, now that I think about it. Doesn't bother me as much as most. Then again, I spend most of my time in my house, with a nice warm hearth to keep me cozy. See you around.
To fail at a simple job like that.
And drinks.
No way it
and
was just a
1,000 elven
coincidence.
ladies under my belt.
Must have been. Oh, hello. What are you looking at? Speak. That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own. Cut out the sarcasm. I don't appreciate it. If you want to help me, if you want the honor of working by my side, then you should at least exercise respect. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We're battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success. Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
Don't judge me too harshly. I wasn't always the decrepit old horker you see before you. In my youth, I was quite something.
My mortar and pestle can make near any
Nordic
potion or
heritage,
poultice.
Nordic culture, Nordic metalwork.
I'm Albecius, of the Ducani family.
An enchanter? Think you could make this old blade spit fire? I take that as a no.
Had the pleasure of hearing Renaud screeching. I have. Every single day. Maybe one day he'll shut up.
Can I help you?
An interesting question. We keep records of expenses from members of the Bruma court, especially the times it's coming out of our treasury. However, we don't give this kind of information out to anyone who so much as asks. Why do you want to know? One moment while I go check them. You just wait around here. Well, I've checked the records. There was one account of Afana Idici hiring some mercenaries for a job similar to your description last year. She spends a lot of time around the castle. You can go speak to her if you wish. Out of memory, there was another who hired some mercenaries for a bandit raid last year too. It was, Simon Courtier. Yeah, that's the one. Not too sure on the details. I'm going off of memory here, since his mission wasn't recorded in the books. Huh. Strange that. We usually keep thorough records. Well, anyway, I hope I was of some help. But that's all I know, and all the books know. Best of luck with your investigation. Good afternoon. Goodbye.
You, think any of those dragons from Skyrim will find their way over here?
Hello there. Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Farewell.
Needing an inn? Go to the Gerald View. There's another tavern at... Zombies tend to haunt caves. Be careful if you decide to go treasure hunting.
Veil the scholar, streaming anew into
Stennar Seno at your service. I'm no Nord, but I'll keep drinking mead until I become one.
which it is streaming. The Senu de Bosmer love.
Remember, a life full of adventure is the only life worth living.
Renaud, you're distressing the customers.
Distressing? I am
Hail,
distressing the customers!
That's what I just said, yes.
You are...
I'm proud of my ancestry. As should you be, Felinord.
Outrage! You hire me to play songs
Hello,
in this bar,
I am Afana Adichie. I'm part of the Bruma court. Rather high ranking in it, too. Let me think. There was one raid Simond organized last I remember. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow, but I saw it in his journal. Well, yes. He's one of those mysterious men, you know? Just has an aura about him. Piques a lady's interest. You can't blame me for peeking in his journal, I hope. We all have our vices. No, truth told. Though I imagine you could just check Simmons' journal if you wanted to do that. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying, I suppose. In his quarters, of course, though you may need a key to get inside. I may, but I'm a noble. I'm hardly a beggar. So why should I accept this expense money? Very well. I'll take the coin, and I'll just go get the journal. Once I've gotten it, I'll just wait around, inconspicuously, you understand, in the Great Hall. A pleasure.
I'm done with you, Stanners, and I'm done with this shoddy excuse for a tavern. I'm off for the Restful Watchman, your top competition. How about that, huh? And you
I'm
talentless,
Sinja
tasteless
Strongmind.
fiends!
I'm one of the
How
nobles
dare
of
you
County
insult
Down.
my music?
Is there
Could you
anything
do
I can
better?
help you with?
No, you couldn't. Because I was trained at the Bots College in Solitude, and I'm the foremost practitioner of the art of song since Wagner himself. You are nothing
Hello?
more than jealous maggots, grasping your waist.
I heard of 2 raids on bandits in the last few months. They were... There was Operation Strong Arm, and another. The other one was on Amidas, if memory serves. But Strong Arm was my idea. Afraid that's all I can remember, though. Things move quickly here in the castle. I hired just some common, everyday mercenaries, really. Nothing particularly special about them, as far as I recall. They were holed up in plundered mine, as far as I remember. More have probably moved in by now, sadly. I swear, bandits breed faster than skeevers in a keck of Blackbriar.
Yesterday it was the bath. It feels like you don't trust me.
Yes, it was. The bandits were cleared out, and the ringleader killed. Minimal casualties on our side.
Stress is getting to me. I didn't mean to.
Bye. What is it?
Yes, you're right. One of these days, though, I'd like to
Why not?
to the Highlands, perhaps, or maybe High Rock.
Why not?
I could tolerate High Rock.
It's doing well. A lot of travelers tend to buy from me, as well as young Nords who are soul-searching, trying to find the Nordic heritage here in Cyrodiil. The same reason I sell ancient Nordic artifacts, so that the young Nords here in Bruma can be reminded of the roots. Bruma has all the surface trappings of Skyrim, the snow, the cold, but Skyrim is so much more than that. Something Bruma isn't and can never be. It's about the Nordic ruins dotting the landscape, about the dragon walls. It's about the diversity. Whiterun and the Reach, the Pale and Eastmarch. That variation of Nordic culture is something Cyrodiil doesn't have. I'll be content if my presence here reminds just a few Nords that they're not just Imperials with more facial hair and deeper voices. Bye.
Damn it, if only that infernal bard would shut his mouth!
Can I help you?
Well, I would be, but unfortunately I've got some debts to pay off. I've been doing odd jobs around town to help raise the septums. Sorry, lad. That's something a man like me keeps private. You know, I think you're right. Don't tell anyone, though, okay? Well, you see, my friend, for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to go to Skyrim. The Nords, their culture, their history, it all just appeals to me. Unfortunately, something's always kept me tied here to Bruma. First, it was my ma, who was sick for a long time. And then it was, well, let's just say that my appreciation for Nord culture led me to sharing their fervent worship of a, certain god, shall we say. And unfortunately, someone found out. In the end, this someone promised not to sell me out to Armion, but in return for this favor, they require a very large sum of money. So that's the debt I owe now. I've been trying to work it off ever since then. Lad, I'm sure you get all sorts of people coming to you asking for help, but I've got myself into this mess. So thanks for the offer, though. You are a true friend.
Talk to you later.
What is it?
Welcome to the Gerald View. What can I get?
What can I get you? I just wish my Heron was here. He would always make these long days seem much shorter. I'm sorry, don't mind me. Just a soldier's wife missing her husband. He was stationed at Fort Pale Pass, but we haven't heard anything for months. None of the soldiers passing through here on leave have seen him either. I've sent letter after letter, but they still haven't told me anything. I have no idea where he is, what happened to him, or if he's even still alive. Yes, many times. I've sent letter after letter, but heard nothing. I can send as many letters as I want, but if Heron isn't even at the fort, then he's hardly going to see them, is he? You would? I'd be indebted to you if you did, stranger. Like I said, he was garrisoned up at Fort Pale Pass. It's right on the border to Skyrim. Good luck. And please, stranger, I beg of you, find my Heron.
Hello. Oh.
Mm-hmm. He was patrolling the Pale Pass. The road, not the fort, the day he went missing. Sorry, that's all I know. See you around.
A corpse. A corpse! What is it? You an investigator? Heron was a tough soldier and a loyal friend. I don't know what could have taken him down. Sorry.
Can I help you? The legate has no idea, and I'm not much more informed than him, but, well, I have a theory. One of our own came staggering in, severely wounded. A group of us rushed to help him, but it was too late. He was gasping for air. But I could have sworn he was trying to say Stormcloaks. If Stormcloaks are the culprits, though, then the question is, how did they cross the border? We've got it pretty well guarded on both sides. There's an old cave nearby, filled to the brim with bandits. Some like to speculate that it comes out in Skyrim. Maybe? No, it couldn't be. Well, it's an old wives' tale, but... well, it might be worth checking out anyway. Old place is called Serpent's Trail. Let me show you on your map.
Good morning.
Can I help you? I see. I never thought Heron would join the Stormcloaks, but this journal... He was a soldier, so I always knew the worst could happen. But this... My mortar and pestle can make near any potion or poultice. Yes, I can see he believed that. I just wish he would have given a thought to his family before standing against the Thalmor. I'll do the only thing I can do. Grieve with my family and try to move on. Despite this, despite what happened, we owe you our thanks. If not for you, we would never have known his fate. Please take this. It used to belong to him, to Heron. I don't want it anymore. You might get some use out of it, at least. Restore willpower. Regain your energy. Potions for sale here.
I've heard about your silver tongue. Won't let you talk your way out of an arrest, though. Bear that in mind. Oh, well, this should be interesting. Go ahead. Let's listen.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Thalmor, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be... excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Lifsertail, you know, from...
Ha! Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Lifsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Lifsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zarxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on! Ariel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Ah. Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
Heh, I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Ha! They breed 'em special in Alinor, don't they?
Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry. Well, that's certainly very interesting, but I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our
What a day to be alive. Doesn't that cold mountain air just get your blood pumping?
You're back. Have you played back the Memory Gem's recording for the captain? When is he arresting that damnable innkeeper? Xarxes' backside! I'm leaving this awful town! I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by lustful lizards.
Yes, traveler? What do you need?
Heard some bootblack disappeared in the mountains. Rumor has it he ventured too far into some hidden Nordic ruin.
Razada the Resplendent greets you! How can my arcane ability and esoteric enlightenment help you on this fine day?
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? Ah, that's good to hear. Thank you. Here, take a little bit of coin on the house. Oh, and have this. It's a leftover memory gem that one of the guys took out of the elf's pocket when he was passed out on the floor. Might fetch a decent sum. I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
This one calls you friend.
I've got rooms, I've got food, and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies
What
under
is
my
it?
belt. You here to do business? Talk to you later.
What is it?
Can I help? What is it? A little birdie told me that you're annoying me. Then go over to the Gerald View if it suits you better. Me, I think this inn has more character than Mr. Stantis Fancy Pants' little establishment. See you.
There's been a murder. There's been murder.
Who's there?
Do something. Look.
Us guards, we're well trained. We miss nothing.
Leave me alone, would you?
Watch your back outside the city walls. We can't be charging to your aid if a timber wolf... Bentior wants legal pressure. Well, I think we can certainly accommodate him there. Take this, a letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
What is it?
You here? Good afternoon.
What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God.
Talk to you later.
Who's there? Thought you could get away, huh? Yes!
Who made the... I knew I heard something. I surrender.
What's going on here? Get this one! What was it? Found him!
Yeah! I submit!
I will tear you into 1,000 pieces!
Yeah!
I will tear you apart!
There's a
So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvane's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts?
Make near any potion or poultice.
You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house.
Heal wounds, restore willpower, regain your energy.
That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard. It's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
Potions, elixirs, poultices, alchemical wonders, all here.
Well, this is a bit of a surprise.
The captain of the guard. Just what I needed. Go ahead, rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Bartram's house, and why in oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me, typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trap door.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Zakaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
Just what I needed to brighten my day, yes?
Who's there?
I'm Gallery.
Yes, Traveler? What do you
If you
need?
have any cuts or bruises, I'd be happy to practice the restoration on you.
So this is the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Welcome to Castle Bruma.
Yes, Count
See
Carvain.
the County Bruma? Jewel. Hey!
To deliver them to the
Watch
bandits
it!
operating in the Bruma caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Now, my artifacts?
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvain.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment?
Can I help you?
If you would just hand over the artifacts, gently if you please. Thank you very much. So, You tracked down the thief and found my artifacts. I am extremely grateful. Please accept this small recompense from the treasury. Thank you for your service. Something makes me think you're not going to merely disappear, though. You're the kind to get tangled in all sorts of affairs, I'm sure. Farewell, friend to Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to the Bruma throne.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find those damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvane said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway, something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks.